Hello ladies and gentlemen, Yessik here again today to bring you a quick question. Have you ever felt like playing a game which is basically an endless game of Pong, but a single player and set to like crazy 8-bit trance techno music? Because if you have, Gaijin Games has the game for you. Now, that's not meant as a slur on the game. Believe it or not, I absolutely love this game, and I was not expecting to in the slightest. Especially after I had initial troubles recording it on my computer. So this is an Android/PC game. I'm not sure if it's on Apple, but I'm just not much of an Apple fan, so if you are, you can figure that out on your own. So basically the game is, you have to go through this level, which is very, very long. I've yet to beat the first one, and just play Pong with yourself. These bits will fly at you at different rates and different amounts of them, and you just have to reflect them all back and build a chain. That's the basics on how the game works, but as you can see, there's like a combo going on down there, and it says Mega at the top, keeps building up to that, and then Nether. And those are the main mechanics of the game. So basically what you want to do is get a combo long enough to build up the Mega Gauge. And if you do that, then you'll enter Mega Mode, where the sort of the tone and mood of the music will kind of change. And you'll see me enter it pretty quick here. That was not it, but... So once you enter Mega Mode, you start working towards your multiplier, which you can see the bar building up on the top there. And this whole time, the music in the background is great and just keeps going. This is exactly the type of techno I used to listen to when I was younger, and it just kind of stopped being produced. So you can see my multipliers going up there as I'm building the combo, and every blip I let through will decrease my hyperbar, which will get me out of this multiplication mode. So here I run into a problem. When I was actually doing this recording, I really did not want to lose. Like, really, I should be going on and showing you what happens if I'm about to lose, but listen to this music. It is fucking rocking. Well, kind of. It was just a weird mix of genres, and it's something I haven't really seen before. I thought it was a really awesome concept, really good idea, and really well executed. If you're playing on the PC, you just use your mouse to control scrolling up and down. If you're playing on an Android device, you can use either your finger as a touchscreen, or the default, which is tilt, to move your paddle back and forth. I'll just call it a paddle. But basically all it is an endless game of Pong set to some awesome sort of mood music, I'll call it. And kind of as you advance in the stage, as you get to newer parts, it'll get harder and harder, faster and faster, and the patterns will change. And one of the things I love most about this game is it really keeps you on your toes by throwing brand new things at you constantly. So often to the point where you're freaking out because you're like, what the hell is going on here? How do I actually predict where this is going? But often the solution to that is actually just to follow what you think, follow your senses, and just kind of guess where things will be. Man, I'm being really vague here, but it's about the best I can do. So I think at this point I may just skip further in the video, because I took 9 minutes of footage on this, or, well, a lot more than 9 minutes, but this run through was 9 minutes. So I think I'm going to skip further on and show you what happens later on. So as you can tell, this is later on in the game, and the music has become quite a bit more intense, quite a bit more punctuated, I guess I'll call it. And really, really, really intense. So as you progress into the level, things become harder and harder, and they start throwing these new obstacles at you, like things that will just hang out on screen and really surprise you when they come at you, and you don't know in what particular order they're going to be showing up. Now the one last interesting thing is the dying mechanic, which I hope to show you pretty soon, but I'm not sure if I cut off enough of the video. So as you can tell there, that one really kept me on my toes. You hit all three and then one keeps bouncing back at you. So I think I'll just skip to what happens when you finally lose, now that you've seen some of the more complicated stuff that goes on later on in any level. So here's where I start missing things, and here's where it gets pretty interesting. So when you die, or when you get low in health, it goes back to this really old school style of a game, which I thought is very interesting, and it kind of gives you a chance to recover if you get enough things in a row, if you hit enough blocks again. So the problem here is that my bar split, and it kind of freaked me out. I didn't know how to properly use it anymore. As you can see, it throws lots of new stuff at you all the time, and I have yet to kind of find a predictable pattern that this game follows. Like, I got really freaked out there. Anyways, if you like what you see, I highly recommend picking this game up. It's available on the Humble Indie Bundle right now. Humble Indie Bundle you can pick up for whatever you want, and the money goes to charity. I also recommend looking it up and picking it up on another platform if you happen to see this when the Humble Indie Bundle is over. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.